What's up, you guys? Happy Sunday. I guess it's happy. I'm a little bit sad because I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Vacation's over, but it's been a long vacation. It's been a good vacation. Um, and Happy New Year. Whoops. Getting the shakes. Happy New Year to everyone. And 2025, at least in Bigok, has started off really crazy already. Sorry about all the shaking. I'm in my bedroom. God, that's too much of this. Anyways, with the Pyun Pyun in New Orleans, and then the DeLorean blowing up in front of Las Vegas. I'm kidding about the DeLorean. That's a whatever that weird car that Tesla has. Anyways, there may be some other Pyun Pyun somewhere else. I don't know. I can't keep up with the chaos and the craziness. And unfortunately, before the year ended, there was the that plane crash in Korea on Jeju Island, unfortunately. And I'm in aviation, commercial aviation. I don't say what I do secularly because I don't want to involve that in this show, in this channel, because it's all about Korean drama and Asian drama. But that one was, that especially took not a toll on me, but I don't know how to put it. I felt it differently because I am in commercial aviation. So just want to send condolences out to those families that lost loved ones in that airplane crash. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Anyways, this my favorite person, JCW, but this isn't critical of him or anything like that. I know I've stated that there's something about him that I dislike or whatever, but this is actually a positive video about Ji Chang-wook, okay? So Saturday night I had my little movie night and I watched Fabricated City. And I mentioned that I tried to watch this before. It's in one of my videos, one of the intros of my videos. I tried to watch the movie before and I didn't realize he was in it. And when I saw his face, I got really angry. I don't know why I got angry. It was really bizarre. I didn't even understand it myself, but I got angry. You know what, guys? I still can't stand this man. I tried to watch that Electric City movie or whatever it is with him in it, and I just couldn't stick with it. And I saw his face, and I just got pissed off. Just turn the video off. Anyway, this weekend, this New Year's weekend, first weekend of New Year's, I decided to watch the movie for some reason, and it wasn't bad. It was entertaining, and I liked all the actors, but yeah, his acting was, I know, I see people in the comments who were like, he's a phenomenal actor, whatever. Okay, his acting was phenomenal in this, because just the jail scenes alone, that stuff was, yeah, he shined in that. He's pretty good in that. So it's hard to explain this movie too. If I seem extremely relaxed, that's because I'm in my bedroom. I don't know why I told y'all that, but anyway, if you can't see it, but So I believe it takes place in Seoul. It looks like it's supposed to be Seoul. And basically, Ji Chang-wook's character, which for whatever, I can't remember their names. Oh my god. I just watched it. He plays a gamer. Apparently, he used to be a more high-profile gamer, like in esports or something. And something happened, and he kind of lost that status and became unemployed, and he's just gaming with regular gamers, the average Joe gamers or whatever, because that's how this starts out. It made me think that in the beginning when I was watching it, that this was some kind of futuristic movie that takes place, what is this, 2025? Oh my god. 2025. As if this movie takes place in, I don't know, 2090 or something. But anyways, but what you don't realize is it's just the opening of the movie with the gamers in their imaginary game, and that's what you're seeing. And then it's cuts back to them on their computers looking at the screen and all that stuff. But anyways, Ji Chang-wook's character is struggling for cash. He's unemployed, like I said, and he gets this phone call. Someone left their cell phone and they asked him to bring it to their house. I don't know if it's like some little side job he has and that's where they left the phone, I guess. Maybe he works at one of those, I don't know what they're called, goji bangs or something like that, where people go and play video games in this, I don't know, video games computer store. I can't remember what they're called. But anyways, yeah, one of those. So this woman asked him to pick up the cell phone for her, and then she'll pay him $300 to bring it to her apartment, house, or whatever. So he does it. He shows up, and the door is unlocked. He goes in and announces himself or whatever, and he makes his way in. He's like, "Hey, I'm here with your phone." And she's like, "Oh, just leave it there." And he goes, "You know, what about the $300? Oh, yeah, that's upstairs somewhere. You go, it's on the bed or something." And he tells the lady, like, "Hey, you probably want to be careful leaving your door open, da 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 da." And then he leaves. He thought that was strange, but he leaves. Next thing you know, he wakes up in the morning, and like there's like blood and stuff on the floor. And then like all of a sudden, like the cops bust into his place and they arrest him. And basically he was framed for for committing that crime. The woman that was at the house, the apartment, taking a shower, that needed her phone. So he goes to trial. He gets a public defender. His mother, is distraught, and she knows her son well, that he didn't do this crime. And the public defender, tries to defend him. Public defender, and he ends up going to prison. And whoa, that once he goes to prison, that ish is crazy. Just like a lot of prison movies, they, people. Now they're not like American prison movies where people break off into different races, and only white people can sit with white people, only blacks can sit with blacks, only the Mexicans can sit with Latinos, and all that jazz. That's because this is in Asia, it's in Korea, so everyone's Korean. So their separation is based on the crimes you commit. So the murderers are over here, the SAers are over there, SAers of underage humans are over here, and thieves are over here. Though they group it like that, I guess. So, which I guess they do in the other prison settings as well, but there's a racial element added to countries that are multi-ethnic. So anyways, back to this Korean prison, and they know what he's done, or what he's been accused of doing, what he was convicted of, so he's in the SA category, but not underage SAing. So, and he's a pretty boy, so they immediately want to get him and attack him, which is what, like, first day in prison, he's like fighting like crazy to save his life, his will to live, and fighting off these animals, trying to, whatever they're trying to do to him, well, they're basically trying to almost, unalive him and do some other things. Actually, that happens in this movie. They bring the underage SAers over, and they capture him and pin him down so those two gentlemen can get at him, and that is what happens. Like, this is where his acting is phenomenal, because it was just like, those scenes were crazy, and him, I don't know, to the range of pain and suffering and all that craziness. Now, at some point in this film, he's still seeing the public defender. We don't really know what's going on. The public defender comes to prison to visit him and tells him that his mother unalived herself because she was going to try to get the case tried again, and something happened, and then she just couldn't take it. She took her life. And he gives him her mother's necklace, something that he gave her when he came back from some kind of field trip or something. So he gave that to him. Now that's important. So yeah, some really rough stuff happens to him in prison. One of the psycho unalivers, kind of like Hannibal Lecter-like, but not quite, because he would be isolated. But he sits next to him at lunch and tells him, I know you're not a killer, I can tell, and kind of helps him out. So JCW's character is plotting to get out of that prison, and what he does is attacks one of the men that's been attacking him most of the time there, and makes sure that he puts him in the hospital, but more so gets himself in the hospital. They fight, he has something sharp, and he takes it and just jabs himself. That way they're forced to get him medical care, and he has to transport him out of the prison to the hospital. And that's where everything ensues, and he fights in the ambulance with the prison guards, and this car does a triple dipple whatever, crashes on the road, and he gets out, he gets freed. Oh, so this movie, I wasn't expecting to see black people in this movie. Yeah, there was black people in this movie. Yeah, there's two. There's a couple. This African couple, I think. Yeah, they had African accent. And he's on the run. He's a fugitive, and they're looking for him. And he's trying to hitchhike or whatever. And the African couple, they can't get their car to start. So he goes over there and helps them and gets their car to start. And they give him a ride. And I guess because they're leaving the country, they drive him all the way to the airport, And then they leave him the car. They're like, it's a piece of crap, but here you go, it's all yours. And now he's got transportation. And this car too is like has its own character in this damn movie, because he's for the rest of the movie he's driving the steak. It's kind of like the equivalent of like if some of you remember, a Geo Metro, sort of that style, that small type of car. So yeah, like the car itself is its own actor in this movie. But anyway, there's as serious as this movie is, especially the way it starts out, especially the prison scenes. Oh my god, that alone I'll give him like a little mini Oscar. But that, oh my god, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. Despite how serious this film is with those themes in those scenes, there are little comic reliefs here and there. Not that many, but here and there. Anyways, now what turns out to be help to him is that the gamers that he plays with in the beginning of the movie, they become like his real, they become his real friends. They find him somehow, or I can't remember how he contacted them, but like they help him, and because they don't believe he did what he did, they believe he was framed as well, and they help him throughout the film. It's craziness. Now, what ends up happening in this film and what it ends up being about, yeah, he was framed, but he was framed and targeted just because of his status in life, and he was considered a lowlife. And who not better to frame these crimes on than the slow life? So basically, from what I understand in the movie, is these elite rich people committing these crimes, and they have to cover up they've done with somebody who's of a lower class, and they target these people as their cover-ups. Is how I understand it. How it was a lot going on in this movie, okay? And it's fast-paced. It's definitely action-packed. And the public defender is not the public defender. He orchestrates these setups, these crime setups, framing these people. Yeah, and I'm not for sure why the defender. Now I know this actor. I've seen him in plenty of things. Why he has this weird dark mark on his face? He's got like a triangle or something. Like maybe some birthmark. I don't know what that's about, but that's part of his physical appearance in this film. But he's the one. I dropped my phone. He is the one that has been orchestrating these framing these innocent people of these murders. He's doing that. And then there's like all this high-tech stuff in this movie where he's trying to use CCTV cams and stuff to like track him down, and they're like moving these big screens and everything. So I'm not for sure where in the future this is taking place. It's not that far into the future because people are driving cars. They're not driving around like the Jetsons. But I don't think it's supposed to be now necessarily. It's 2025, beginning of the year. This movie was released in 2017. So, but I did like it. And then in the conclusion, of course, they get the bad guy. No, it's not without its action sequences and chase scenes and things like that. So if you're into action films, you're definitely getting the action in this movie. It's a good Friday, Saturday night film to watch. It's definitely a dude's film. So, and I'm the type of girl, I do like action films. Like when I was visiting my family in Texas, we watched Carry On. Now, I haven't watched an American film in a while. Probably the last American film I watched is the remake of Roadhouse, and that's with Jake Gyllenhaal in it. Now, I'm a big fan of the Patrick Swayze film because that ish was funny, so funny. But that one was okay, But we watched Carry On, and I enjoyed it. It's action packed. Fight scenes and all that, and that's what Fabricated City is. It is action packed. So for that reason alone, it's fun. I'm gonna give it, in my opinion, 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars. I will say this: I enjoyed it more than Revolver. I enjoyed it more than Revolver. Now, this character was a little smarter. There's one scene in there where I just thought was idiotic. They find out who these people are that are framing them, or at least one of the characters, and he follows her, and he's heading towards her to, I guess, maybe attack her or confront her. And he's a wanted fugitive. He's already escaped prison. This character goes out walking somewhere in Seoul, I guess, broad daylight, just in his regular clothes, and no hat, no glasses or sunglasses, nothing. Face full view for everyone to see. Now, that wasn't smart. That was stupid. But, I mean, that's all I really have to say about that character. Other than that, I have to say I liked Ji Chang-wook in this movie. I can't believe I'm saying that. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I have to admit that. But actually, you guys, I am looking forward to finishing Gundam B-Side. I did see the first 2 episodes, and that is action-packed. Maybe I just like more in the action. Well, no, see, there's the K2, and I thought that was kind of corny. But okay, we won't go back to that. So, like I said, I liked Fabricated City. I enjoyed it. There's nothing too highbrow, too much to think about. It's just an action film with that kind of sort of futuristic twist. It was a little weird, but I mean, that's okay. Alright, so Ji Chang-wook gets a thumbs up for this. Yep, that's all I have to say.